awesome? Baker freaking Mayfield. Guys, Baker Mayfield is simply built different. Guys, let's talk about this one man who refuses to quit, who refuses to fold, and refuses to let critics write his story. It's Baker freaking Mayfield is proving once again that he is him. You can talk about injuries, you can talk about adversity, but when it comes to leadership, grip, and pure quarterback play, Baker Mayfield is the top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now. And honestly, he's playing like an MVP frontrunner right now. Guys, let's keep it real. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are beat up. Mike Evans, broken collarbone on injury reserve. Not hurt leg, Shay, but broken collarbone. Chris Godwin is still out with the broken leg from last season. Bucky Irving has foot, shoulder, toe, hamstring histories. He's just hurt all over. Hassan Reddick is on the defensive side of the ball. He is down for a bit as well. But you know what? Who hasn't gone down? Baker's fire. When everything around him starts breaking, Baker Mayfield still finds a way to win football games. That's what elite quarterbacks do. They elevate everyone else. He's got backups playing key snaps, practice squad receivers running routes, and still Baker Mayfield is out there reading differences, delivering darts, and keeping Tampa Bay right in the thick of the NFC race. Now, the next man up is Baker mentality, right? Todd Bowles, I'm out of bowel movement. Todd Bowles said it himself. He's going to be tough and go for some of these injuries, but that's not going to slow Baker down. He's been through worse. He's been through Cleveland. He was the Cleveland Browns quarterback, led them to the playoffs, and they released him. They cut him. Cleveland didn't break him. Carolina didn't break him. The Los Angeles Rams didn't break him. And now Tampa Bay Buccaneers injuries won't do it either. This dude's been doubted his whole career. He's too short. He's too cocky. He's too loud. But guess what? He's got a heart of a lion. When Baker speaks, the team listens. That's leadership. That is MVP material. Look, it's going to take a few weeks for the Buccaneers offense to adjust. Losing Mike Evans and Chris Godwin still out, that hurts. But if there's one quarterback in the league that's going to thrive through this chaos, it's Baker Mayfield. This guy doesn't need everything to be perfect. He creates opportunities. He's the kind of quarterback who turns no names into playmakers. He's been doing it all year long. He's extending plays. He's taking hits. He's making throws only a handful of quarterbacks in the league can make. Baker Mayfield is the definition of resilient. When pressure comes, he doesn't flinch. He responds. That's what separates him from the pack. Guys, stop underestimating Baker Mayfield. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Stop underestimating Baker Mayfield. He is no longer just a feel-good story. He's not a comeback gimmick. He is a legitimate NFL quarterback playing elite football on a roster that's hanging on by duct tape. And yet, Tampa Bay keeps finding ways to win. Why? Because of number 6. Because of Baker. He's proving week after week that he can carry this franchise. When the stars are sidelined, he steps up and performs even better. So when you talk about MVP candidates, you better start including Baker Mayfield week after week after week. Matter of fact, you should start the conversation with his name each and every time. Because that's what we're doing is because of what he's doing on this depleted roster isn't just impressive, it's special. Guys, and the Buccaneers are not going anywhere. Let's not get it twisted. The Buccaneers are still a playoff team. Yes, they got embarrassed on Monday Night Football. But guess what? They still got grit. They got coaching. And most importantly, they got a quarterback who refuses to back down. Once those receivers get healthy, once Chris Godwin gets back on the field and finds his rhythm again, this team is going to be dangerous. And if Baker Mayfield keeps playing like this, the NFC better be on notice because the Buccaneers are still coming. But man, our nation, this question is for you. Is Baker Mayfield officially a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now? And is he your pick for the MVP? Drop your takes in the chat below. This is a live interactive show. I want to hear from you. Guys, subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, we are live Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time right here, youtube.com/manhour. So let's get into the comments and discuss your thoughts. Reese is in the chat. What's up, Reese? He says this NFL season is already so crazy with team records behind in the fourth quarter wins. So glad football is back, he says. So glad football is back. Listen, football is back, and I love it. Going into week 8, nearly halfway through the season, it just keeps better and better and better. And when teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, when teams like the Carolina Panthers, let's throw them out there, teams like the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys and the Chiefs are all really, really good teams, this makes it fun to watch. When teams like the Panthers are beating up on superior teams. When teams like the Kansas City Chiefs are dominating their Las Vegas Raiders. When teams like the San Francisco 49ers that are decimated with injuries continue to be the best team in the NFC West. Any given Sunday, that is why we love football, and that's why I love Baker Mayfield, because literally any given Sunday, he can lead you back from 30 down to 6 down, whatever. It is what it is what it is. Slamming Jamie Joe says Vice going to need a trade for a quarterback. Wentz being held up by duct tape right now. Do not spoil the game for me, Slamming Jamie Joe. Do not spoil the game for me. I got it right here on the old wall. I got it on pause. First quarter still. 7-0. Do not ruin it for me. But J.J. McCarthy will be back next week. Should be, right? Maximus says, Baker not like that. Any QB who plays with the most stacked receiver core in the NFL history is putting up the same numbers. Baker and any quarterback in the league would be as successful in Tampa's offense. Whoa, slow it down, baby. What about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver core screams stacked? Is it a injury-prone Mike Evans? He gets hurt every year. Chris Godwin was not on the roster. He's still hurt from last season. They have a great rookie, Ibuke. Am I saying this right? Ibuke. He's coming out and balling out. But besides that, who is on that Tampa Bay Buccaneers roster? Most stacked receiver core in the NFL? Slow it down, baby. You want to talk about the most stacked receiver core in the NFL? You got to go to the Minnesota Vikings. You got to go to the Cincinnati Bengals. You got to go to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I'm not saying the Chris Godwin and Mike Evans duo is not a bad match, but guess what? They have not been healthy on the field together for a very, very long time, for more than a couple games. Chris Godwin is arguably your veteran, or is your veteran receiver on the roster right now. He's still out. Then you got Tez Johnson. That screams elite to me. You got Ryan Miller, top 5 receiver in the NFL, baby. Cameron Johnson? Whoa, slow it down, baby. The truth of the matter is, right now, when you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers injury report, they have 4 healthy receivers. Tez Johnson, Ryan Miller, Sterling Shepard, Cameron Johnson. Name one of those receivers that scream elite. I'll wait. Sterling Shepard? The old head? the old head from the old New York Giants from 2015, 2016? Yeah, that's Sterling Shepard. He is elite. Come on, man. The Buccaneers receiver core is not elite. Mellow Mike says Buck was slurping on the creamsicle and got his beard colored for free. Listen, I'm getting, when we talked about those Washington Commanders beards, I'm getting a little gray right there. Wes has been in there picking out my gray and ooh, that's a keeper. But yeah, can we all agree that the creamsicle jerseys are the best jerseys ever? And the NFL on Monday Night Football, I believe Shea said it, missed out. They should have the Lions should have wore their black jerseys, which those are very, very nice. And then the Buccaneers should have wore their orange creamsicle jerseys. Perfect Halloween matchup. That would have been nice. Ever played Chivalry 2? Nope. Isn't Chivalry opening doors for girls and shit? Nope. Fuck those blitties. Slamming Jamie Joe says Rams put back on his feet, far from breaking him. Meaning Carson Wentz, I'm assuming. Reese says Baker is a baller. He finally found a team willing to support him and back him. Exactly. Every time we talk about Baker Mayfield, James Frank pops up into the chat. He still haunts himself because, so if you guys do not know, James Frank is also a pigskin pundit, and he is a Cleveland Browns fan. And every time we speak about Baker, he is still he gets worked up and he leaves and he shuts off the stream every time. But yeah, Mellow Mike says we don't play with joysticks around here, Gooner. What? Oh, I meant the game Chivalry. I don't know what Chivalry is too. I'm still on Vice City. Mellow Mike says Baker, TD Maker. He's a dog. He is. He's a dog. Mellow Mike says, I hate to say this because I hate the Colts, but Jonathan Taylor is going to be the MVP.